Hello guys, this is Shar. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Now, I'm here to discuss the interview that Maurice Scott had with Dustin Dustin Ross. Now, I will do my commentary for Love and Marriage Huntsville after the fact, a little bit later. But so yeah, I wanted to do the discussion with Dustin first. Okay. I think it's more interesting, believe it or not. Carlos, Carlos King, your interviews with these people, you maybe shouldn't bring them out prior to the show because the interviews, certain interviews that they have with Dustin are a little bit more exciting than the actual damn episode. Okay? Okay, but I want to start by saying that Maurice Scott is overall a good guy, I think. Okay? He's a bit pretentious. Look it up if you don't know what it means. He seems like he tries to be a little bit more important than what he is. Just because you are a lawyer, just because you're a lawyer, does not mean that you are altogether important. Okay? And he does try to make it seem like he's just so important. That's just my perception of him. Somebody else might have a different perception. Okay? But yeah, so he seems like he's tries to act like he's really important and all that jazz. Okay? The other thing is, I think at heart, well, I want to also say that because he acts so pretentious and tries to act like he's so important and serious and ish like that, it's gotten him into trouble. Okay, a while back, he, filed a lawsuit against Titanic and all that jazz, and that's going on. I don't want to get into that because I don't know nothing about it, so I don't want to speak on it. I don't want to speak on it because I don't know nothing about it, but I know that he filed charges. What were the charges? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I know it was something about him saying that she presented something on her channel that wasn't true. That was just blatantly a lie, and she, supposedly she didn't do her due diligence to figure out or to find out if it was actually him or not. And in his opinion, it wasn't him. Okay, fine, boom, whatever. Okay, so that's what's going on. If you want to know more about the charges and the lawsuit stuff against Maurice and all that, you can check out True T page. Okay, she's up on it. She's facilitating all that information. Go to her page or whatever. You'll know more about it. Okay. All right. So anyway, but for the most part, I think Maurice is just pretentious. He wants to be like really important and people to really be, you know, take attention and be or attention and alert with him, even though he's not that important. Okay, he is a lawyer. I still don't know what kind of lawyer he is. He mentioned it with Dustin. It's one that don't make a lot of money. Okay, whatever it is, and that's fine. It's admirable. Okay, it's admirable. It's blessings. Whatever. Not just in that, because there are other people out there that are that type of lawyer like what Maurice is, and it's fine. I'm just saying they don't make a lot of money. Okay, boom. Anyway, but I think at his core that he is a good person. He's a good person, and I think he has a good heart. I think he's more honest and has more better of a heart than his brother Maurice, and he damn sure have a better heart than his other brother Mark. And I don't know about all the other brothers, Micah, and he got some more brothers because I think he said it's 8 of them. It's only one girl, which is Millie. And I don't hear no drama about Millie. Okay, but all the other brothers, I don't know. I'm just talking about Maurice. I'm sorry, Marceau and Micah. Those are the ones that has been presented on the show thus far. And as far as what we've seen, I think, in all honesty, that Maurice has a better heart than those two. If nothing else, I think he tries to be more ethical and honest than Marceau and Mark. You know, that in my opinion. Mark, he's just off the Richter scales. He's just off the grid. He's just a little nutty cuckoo, in my opinion. Okay, mental health is a big deal, and mental health is real, and all that jazz. And I'm not making fun of it, okay, because it's serious. However, when a certain person is dealing with it, they're dealing with it. And I feel like Mark is dealing with it only because he continuously comes for people that ain't even said nothing about them, that ain't even brought his name up in their mouth. But he just chooses. And not to mention, most men don't literally choose to pick fights with women, especially if the women have not brought him up. And he does that. He does that all the time. He's done it with male. He's done it with man. Even though you've had a little situationship with Van, that don't mean you need to bring her up, especially speaking negatively about her when she ain't said nothing negative about you. All she said is that you guys weren't in a relationship. And if she feels like you guys weren't in a relationship, then darn it, y'all wasn't in a relationship. Men do it all the time. Women sit up there and believe and think that they're in relationships with certain men, and you go talk to the man, and he be like, no, I'm single. Single as a bird, free as a bird. You know what I mean? Like, get over yourself, whatever. Anyway, so yeah. And like I said, Micah, he seems to be fine. I don't know much about him. They haven't presented him on the show. I don't do no research on him. He seems to be fine. Okay. But Maurice, he was humble during his interview with Dustin. Right off the rip, Dustin asked him about Kiki and the passing of her. May she rest in peace. And may people stop saying negative stuff about her going forward when she's not even cold in the ground yet. And that is so ugly to say, but she's not. And may people stop, just saying negative stuff about her going forward. Funky Dineva, and make it so bad. Miss Wanda has not said anything about what Funky said about Kiki. He said some harsh things. Like, I don't give up what you say. For anyone to say a bunch of negative stuff about a person that just died, that ain't even cold in the ground. She hadn't even been in the ground 72 hours yet before he made that post. I think you are a disgusting person, period. I wouldn't care if the stuff you saying is true. Because at this point, after the person is dead, they don't hear it. It's the family. It's the person's kids. It's the person's family that has to deal with any backlash or any negativity that a person spews out their mouth. So that's who he was talking to, Kiki's family and Kiki's kids, as far as I'm concerned. And he's a piece of shit for that. Point blank in the period. I'm not into canceling culture or cancel culture, but yeah, he's something up under your shoe for that. And the fact that Miss Wanda has not came out and said that, she's a piece of shit. Because we already know that she told a lie, a fib, when she said that they had mended fences and they had got back together. Everything was cool. That was a freaking lie. I was following Kiki. I still follow Kiki. I haven't unfollowed her Instagram channel as of yet, even after her demise. I still haven't unfollowed it yet. So I was still following her channel. I hadn't seen her go on live and say, that they had made amends, that everything is good, that her and her aunt Wanda, or her niece, or whatever Tisha is to her, had made amends, everything is good. She had not made amends with Wanda or Tisha. So I don't know why Wanda is lying. She's trying to make herself look good, whatever. That's her business, and that's something that she has to deal with. Period. No, I don't. Nobody feels sorry for Wanda, and don't nobody feel sorry for Tisha either. That you guys had, because it's one thing for you guys to have issues that dated back to when they were kids and all that. And like Kiki said, Wanda started it. She, put pinned them two against each other from day one. That's something that Wanda has to deal with. But it's another thing for you guys, and when I say you guys, I mean mainly Tisha and her husband Marceau, to continuously try to perpetuate that this woman was on the C word, CRAK, you know what. That wasn't her choice of dependence. So why would you want to make it seem like she's on that? Simply to make her look bad. You know what I mean? To simply make her look bad on this national platform. It's just that simple. Because if you wanted to say all that stuff, you could have just simply said, hide your peels or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have to say the CRACK word, but they did, especially Marceau, numerous times. And so he should feel bad for that. He should. He should. Like I said, the only time that Marceau made 110% sense to me is when he was talking to, what was that, Latrice baby daddy Marquise or Marquez, or however you say his name. Anyway, so back to Maurice interview with Dustin Ross. Out the gate, Dustin mentions R.I.P. to Kiki and, all that. Maurice, he had some words, excuse me, he had some words of wisdom to speak on, and he basically said it was rough, it was hard, it was terrible, it's horrible, and that his prayers are with Kiki's family, Kiki's husband, and Kiki's kids. And he says that he reaches out to them on a regular basis. And yeah, he mentioned that he reaches out to them on a regular basis, and that it's rough, and that if anyone really truly love Kiki and really really wants to do something nice and honorable, do it for her kids. Do something nice as it relates to her kids. And I think another YouTuber, I think her name is What's Happening or What's Happening Now. I think she does have a GoFundMe. I think it's a GoFundMe where you can send money. Don't quote me, but go check out a YouTuber called What's Happening or What's Happening Now and check that out. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, he seemed to have gotten a little bit choked up. Let me see. I want to talk about that. I want to play the clip. Well, it's not a clip, it's just audio. I hope you guys can hear it.
Oh man, it's hard, bro. Like, I know that the outside world sees a lot of stuff that is projected on television. However, regardless, it's family. You know what I mean? And the hardest part is that man. Yeah.
Dustin tries to get off the subject because he feels like Maurice is getting really, really sentimental. But Maurice brings it back and actually wants to make a statement about
Everybody
it.
involved, and especially the Kiki's family and children, man. Just want to send some love and respect to her, man. And speaking of family, because that is a tie that binds this show. We see you and your wife and your beautiful children that you guys have. So how is everybody doing in your family, man? How is Monster? How's Jalen? How's the family going right now, Maurice?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I want to say something that a lot of people that may be concerned or whatever. Make sure you're still checking in, Kiki had 3 little kids and a husband that, like, they had a real close-knit family. So this loss for them, I'm saying, is significant. Kiki was always, like, the most supportive mom that, I mean, that's how we really even got cool with us, like, going to Amari's games and stuff. And
Okay, so I'm gonna cut it there. As you can hear, Maurice basically said that Kiki was a definite supportive mom, and that's how he kind of got close with her, by going to Amari's games, and helping support Amari in his journey, being an athlete, student athlete. So yeah, he seemed to be very, very genuine about that. I don't know if Kimmy would have spoke on it. I'm assuming she would have, had she had the opportunity to have an interview during this time. Um, Dustin spoke with Kimmy a few months back. This was way before the death of Kiki, but it would have been interesting to hear what she actually said, because Kimmy was very, very adamant about Kiki getting out of her house, okay, during that incident with the cup being thrown in Tisha's face. So, yeah. But anyway, moving on, and I don't want to make this video very long. However, Dustin did ask Maurice about the Stormy situation. Oh, before I get to that, really quick, I also wanted to speak on Dustin asking Maurice you know, what had he learned basically from being on the show, and having his life in front of a camera day to day. And he basically said that he learned that, he realized rather that he had not dealt with death, as far as dealing with death, an immediate death, and dealing with the possibility of death as it relates to his wife Kimmy previously having the C word, and he really did not know how to deal with it. That's his story, and he's sticking to it. Because the thing is that even though you haven't dealt with death, in my opinion, even though you haven't dealt with death immediately in your immediate family, doesn't mean you don't know how to be empathetic, right? Like, they teach how to be empathetic in kindergarten, right? When another fellow student falls and hurts their knee, you know, the fellow student says, oh, you fell, here's a towel, here's a band-aid, are you all right? Those type of things. It's just simple, um, human nature to be empathetic when you see someone's hurt, right? And then also with the term being sick, that means you're sick internally, emotionally, physically. And when, as a person, as a human being, when we see that, we say, hey, are you good? Are you okay? And immediately, things start to kick in with you being a helpmate. You want to help and make things right, make things easier for that person day in and day out, especially if they're a spouse. And we didn't see, we did not see, we didn't see Maurice do that. We saw Maurice pretty much be selfish. And he was definitely selfish. And he wanted Kimmy to still please him sexually when she did not have a sex drive or libido. I'm so tired of hearing that word libido from her. But her libido was low because of the chemo and all this and that. And he couldn't get with it. He still wanted her to perform at a level as if she did not have the C word. And that's selfish. If you could not take the time to sit back and realize and think what she was going through, it's selfish, dog. And you don't have to have had, an immediate death in the family as it relates to cancer to figure that out. It's just that simple. Anyway, But that's his story, and that's what he's sticking to. That he had not had a death in the family, and he did not know how to deal with it. And I think that is a bunch of malarkey. It's hogwash. It's just hogwash. I think he got read and ripped a new one to the degree that he wants to try to save face about it, and not be considered the bad guy, and be considered the husband who does not support the wife with the C, potential, what could potentially have happened to Kimmy and or anyone who has the C word. He doesn't want to be considered that guy any longer. I don't know if he ever did, but he definitely doesn't want to be considered that person right now. So, with that being said, he's saying that he had never dealt with death, and he had to work through it and learn that he has to be more flexible, and he has to be more considerate and all these things during that person's time of need, which is crazy that he wants to make people believe that he didn't realize this mess. But hey, maybe he's just that out of touch that he didn't. I can't say if it's true or not. Maybe some people are that far out of touch. Okay. Okay. So fast forward to that. What was the other thing I wanted to touch on? He talked about, Dustin asked him about Sonny and Moses. And baby, really quick, because I don't want them to make this video no more longer. Really quick, Maurice doesn't agree with it. He says it's fucked up. I might get demonetized, but I wanted to use the words he used. He said it's fucked up. He said it is messed up. Now, coming from a man has done some negative things, and has not been as honest and forthright with their own situation, with their own wife. Game recognizes game. He is even saying that it's fucked up. Now, I know it's a bunch of supporters, okay? I think a few people on a couple of other channels have given people that are in support of Sunny a nickname, calling them the Sunny Delights, and that's cool. Be a Sunny Delight. That's cool. I'm not dissing her. But a man has even stated that it was fucked up, what Sonny and Moses has done. More so for Moses, because Moses, Destiny considered Moses a close friend and a confidant. Some are saying because Destiny is so dirty, as far as what she did to her husband, or what alleged we all feel like she did to her husband, and what she did to Mel, it's karma. And it may be. It may be. I'm not saying that it's not karma. I'm just stating the fact that it's messed up that it happened to her. Is it justified? Maybe. I'm not saying that it's not justified for Destiny and all the negative things that she's done to other people that she claims she loved, Mel and her ex-husband. It may be karma. It may be. I'm just saying what has taken place, in my opinion, as well as Maurice, is that it is messed up. It's messed up. I don't give a how you look at it. It's messed up. It overlapped. Okay? And even though she may not have been feeling him, or, actively still trying to be with him, maybe she had in her head that she was moving on and all this and that, for him to get with the producer, somebody that she confided in, at this point, the woman knew a lot about her life. Regardless if they were truly friends or not, she was crossing the line of being a friend or not, and the fact that Destiny actually felt that she was a friend or not is just, it's just too much. It's just too close to home. I mean, however you want to look at it. I mean, true people that are in support of Sunny will look over all those things, and that's fine. I don't care, But I'm just saying, reverse it and put yourself in Destiny's shoes. I think any woman will feel away. I do. I don't think any woman in the same scenario as Destiny would be like, oh, I can go with him anyway. I ain't go with him anyway. at some point they would sit back and be like, oh, when was she going with him? I've been talking to him for the last 15 months or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it was just too much. But the loyalty did not, Destiny did not expect the loyalty necessarily from Sonny. She expected it from Moses, in all actuality. She expected it from Moses because, like she's mentioned, she's known him for 15 years, and that, she really, really thought that they were cool, even though it did not work out. The relationship of it all, it did not work out, regardless of who was buying who, what, this, that, and the other. Quite frankly, I don't think neither one of them had much. I don't think either one of them had much to offer the other by way of funds, by way of cash. Okay, I don't. I don't think neither one of them did, but um, you know, because I put in my videos all the time that Destiny stated that Moses had his hand out and he wanted shit from her. And then I get a lot of backlash from people saying, he didn't this and he didn't that. He paid for tickets and he was trying to do this and he had his own money and he got businesses and da da da. He had these businesses. Check his Instagram, unless he's rearranged his Instagram by now. I don't know. Check his Instagram. He did not have all this stuff prior to Sunny. He just didn't. Like I said, unless he's rearranged his Instagram or whatever to reflect what's going on right here, right now. And that's his business. But, before he rearranged his Instagram, he did not have all this stuff. And if he did, for the life of me, why wasn't you showing it back then? Is it because you wasn't on the show? So you're not going to, show that you have fleets and trucks and houses and this and that. And I'm not saying he didn't have a house, but, multiple. I don't think he had it before Destiny. I'm sorry, before Sunny. And just like she stated, when Fletcher was showing them the house that belonged to Marceau, that belonged to Martell, like she said, they're going to have more LLCs to come. That's because she's spearheading them. And they're, as a couple, as a husband and wife, going in together to get these LLCs up and running. That's just what I think. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. It's not a big deal, But that's just what I think, And just like Maurice said, if nothing else, Destiny is upset about it. Because why y'all trying to come to Huntsville to live? Because y'all want to be a part of the show. Okay, fine. However, whatever. She has the right to feel away. Sue her. You know what I mean? Everybody else is, or whatever. She has a right to feel away, and she does. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, so I don't want to make this any longer than what it is. Tell me what you think. You can disagree respectfully. I take on any opposing opinions. It's not a problem. We all got an opinion. Thankfully, we all got our own opinion and viewpoint. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us great individuality. Okay? So please drop down the comment, like the live, hit your notifications. I normally do not post ahead of time that I'm going live, okay? I'm getting there. I'm going to get there, but right now I'm not there, okay? I'm not there. So, like this live, comment. I do talk back, and subscribe if you haven't already. But before I go, I'm going to drop the link in the description down below. But I wanted to show you guys this bag. As you can see, this is a very, very nice bag. If you cannot see, this bag is a fabulous dupe. I learned when I actually got it that it's a fabulous dupe. Okay, I got this from Amazon, and I am going to, like I said, drop the link. I am a tote bag girl. I love totes. I carry a lot of stuff, a lot of junk, and I love tote bags. And when I got this, I had no idea that this was a Goyard dupe. Okay, you heard me, a Goyard dupe from the designer Goyard. Okay, I did not know it was a dupe. I just like the print, you know what I'm saying? And I just like the bag. It is vinyl. You can wipe this down if you spill pop, coffee, water, anything on this. This can be wiped down. Um, it comes with a cute little pouch. It does have a Goyard on here. It has it right here. You can't see it. I don't know if you can. Can you see that? And it's a snap closure. And it also has Goyard on the freaking bag. Look at that. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys. Where is it? Can I show it? There it is. It says Goyard all over the bag. And like I said, I just thought it was a cute tote bag. I had no idea that this was a dupe, a fabulous dupe, or a replica, or whatever you want to call it, okay? I looked online. These bags go for well over $2,000, okay? And it's on Amazon right now. I got it for 55 bucks. I think it's on sale right now. Last I checked, it was the price had decreased to $35.99 or something like that. It may have gone back up since I last checked. I don't know. I did buy it for the regular price of $55, okay? But like I said, when I checked, the price had went down to $35. Don't know if it's gone back up. But anyway, if you like totes, durable totes, and the fact that it just happens to be a great dupe for a designer brand, you better go and get this right now. Okay, it does come with a dust bag, bright yellow dust bag that say Goyard. Okay, it's really, really cute. I love it. I've had it now for maybe about 4 weeks, and I've had it packed to capacity. I have not yet brought a organizer for this yet. I just have thrown all my stuff in here. My makeup case, pens, keys, car keys, door keys, shit, all kinds of stuff is in this. I don't have a bunch of stuff in here right now because I'm carrying another bag, but yes, this is a great addition to your handbag collection. Like I said, I did not know if this was a fabulous dupe or what have you, but when I got it, I was pleasantly surprised. It's regularly 55 bucks. I think it's been reduced to 35. Don't quote me. The price may have gone up. Check it out. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Until next time, bye. Oh, let me get out of here.